muscles. But I got fired.
You know, what's been one of my dilemmas at my office is that, so of course I've been trying to do, here on my social media videos and whatnot too. For the life of me, I can't get my employees to do a video.
Why?
And that's the first thing during the hiring session. I was like, we're going to be doing social media. They're camera shy. That's what the reasons that they give me.
Okay,
They're camera shy.
are they money shy?
No,
Do they like money?
they do.
Oh man. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll just say this real quick. How many staff do you have?
Very small right now. We're at 3.
Okay.
4 actually.
You
with
get
including me.
get all of them together so we can do a Zoom chat with everybody, and I'll record
Okay.
it and use it as training materials. But I'll give them the social media consult real quick. Like, do they
That would
like
be awesome,
do they like
Robert.
making money?
They do. They do. They do, but all of them are shy, and not only that, exactly like you said, they shy so far away from it. They don't share anything on their social medias. They don't do any videos for their own license and their own, and I don't understand it either. I think it's fun. I think it's teachable. You learn something. I'm a very visual person, so I think that, why not? Not only that, we want to show people and clients what we do.
Yeah.
A lot of it is them trusting coming into our office. They have no idea who we are, so they're already trusting in us to come in without even knowing who we are. And I think that social media is a great outlet to let potential clients know who we are and what we offer. I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I cut my teeth years ago. A friend introduced me to Gary Vee online, and I was already dealing with some business stuff, but this friend knew me, and he's like, "Man, you need to listen to this guy. This guy sounded like you. Like he's doing the thing you're trying to do." And I was like, who the hell's Gary Vee? And he played like a couple videos, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. This guy sounds a little different. So I think I followed him on YouTube first, and then videos would come through my feed, and I was like, man, this dude is like business, but he's more like hip hop in his sensibilities. His business acumen was street level. Like there's something about the raw thing that he did, and like he would curse, and I'm like, wow, he's like a business guy who curses.
But total business guy.
Yeah, total. Yeah, and the thing is, there was something. I just listened to Gary, and Gary got to this point, and there were a handful of videos I saw. I'm not lying to you. He said this thing that as a philosophy student screwed me up. If I ever meet Gary, I'll probably cry and talk to him about this. He said, document, don't create. And I was like, document, don't create.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell does that mean? Like, I literally, I'm a philosophy student. I knew Gary was saying something. I knew him. I could tell he's going somewhere. But like, document, don't create. I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? And then I realized what it was. I had been taking out a camera. Hey, I'm Robert Gardner. I'm going to make a YouTube video. I was creating. Yeah. He just said, turn on the cameras and show him what you do. Just record it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about creating. In fact, because my clients are closed, why don't you just turn on the camera and show them the whole session? Show them you interacting with the client. Show them how you communicate with the client. Show them how you work on chronic low back pain. Show them how you emote, how you communicate, how you move your body. Document. Just reality TV. Just turn on the cameras.
Right.
Document, don't create. And I went, oh, wow. I was like, that's such a weird construct. And it led to eventually what became the subscription, where I just recorded all the classes. Now, I would have a conversation with an educator who owned a massage school. She would sit down and tell me that massage therapists cannot learn online. And I would be like, okay. And then I'd say something about the subscription, and she's like, wait, you're not just giving the students, like, you're not just giving them recordings of the whole class, are you? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, but if they're learning with online, they're not going to take your class. And I'm like, but you just said they can't learn online. So which is it?
Which one is it? Exactly.
It's like, here's the deal. And I'm different in this regard. I had to make a choice. Do I have trade secrets? No, these are special magical techniques that Robert Gardner developed. No, these are my trade, these are my intellectual property. Like, I have 2 trademarks, Time Massage Jam and Next Level Pain Relief. Sure, don't infringe on my trademark, but like, do I own techniques or moves or sequences or like, no, I've been trying to, like, Robert, aren't you afraid people are going to steal it? And I'm like, oh my God, they're finally going to use what I've been trying to fucking give them for like 13 years? Please, just steal the shit, would you please? Like, don't infringe on my trademark. Yeah. But like, seeing a student work on a table and like use a knee in the gluteals, I'm like, oh, thank God. Thank God the industry has evolved to the point where they can use a knee, The whole challenge is I had to choose. And for me personally, what I noticed over time was I don't like defense in business. Defense is I'm going to block other people and restrict information and paywall and like keep the secrets. I'm like, no, why don't you just go create faster than everybody else? The reason I went towards the internet, the feedback loop is I make a video, I get a client. Then I started teaching and recording the classes. Then I made workbooks and DVDs. Then I had an online school on Teachable. Then I had a subscription service, online CE classes, and all this other stuff. And now 50% of my business is using 4 cameras to teach students interactively online inside Zoom. Yeah. And if I tell people in our industry that, they're like, what? And I'm like, I'm doing an apprenticeship where the student is working with me 2 hours live a month. Right. And they're like, what? But you're not following the rules. And I'm like, but I don't break the law. Right. Like, what's the goal? Do I really want to sit down and go, no, this is mine? And hold it. It's mine. I want to be Smog. Right. Yes. Some people hold it that way. They feel that they're in control of the situation. And I think the more experienced ones that have been in the, longer, and this actually goes for any industry, any career that you choose, you can share, because when you're sharing information that you're actually doing a favor, people are learning all the time. And when you finally acknowledge that you don't know nothing, it's when you can actually say, okay, I'm pretty smart now. I can admit I don't know nothing. So when you're learning from other people, it's a beautiful thing to be able to give and not hold it. It's a gift that we have. Share it, because at the end of the day, they might learn what you're showing them, but it's still not going to be Robert Gardner. It can still come out. It could be the same technique or the same thing, but at the end of the day, it's still different because it's a different person. And a lot of people do like to withhold information. And here in El Paso, we do have, I like that here because we say there's enough bodies for everybody. And personally, me and business owners here in El Paso, we refer to each other all the time. We show each other, we've given each other classes. We go see each other for massages. We show each other, hey, what's that you're doing? Oh, yeah, let me show you. It's this, and that. Being an employer at my office, the first thing I want to do is share the information that I've learned with my other therapist, So yeah, it's a good thing to do, to have and to share that knowledge that we got. I mean, the downside, like, I don't want to be on social media. Okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to force you. Then I go, how do clients find you? And it's like discussions about Groupon and,
Oh man, no.
Well, I mean, and it's like, what, if that works for you, that's great.